Okay, we're going to do a quick visual condition report looking for any scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, or any cosmetic imperfections. Starting with the front right wheel, you do have a little scratch there. You can see a little piece of the tire is kind of peeled back. You got a rip in it. The rest of that wheel looks perfect. Here on this fender, we do have a rock impact right there. It's really hard to tell if that made its way through to the paint. The rest of that fender looks good. Here on the edge, you're going to see a couple rock chips. Mirror looks amazing. A-pillar's perfect. I don't see any flaws on the door here. Now in this trim, you have a rock chip right there on the edge. Everything else here looks good. Checking out this wheel. Little scuff here. Got a little graze mark on that spoke. The rest of those spokes look good. And then checking out the front end here on the lower section, you can see some of the film is bubbling right there, kind of peeling up. But I don't see any rash on this section. When we get closer to the front, here on the back side, you have a little curb rash there. The rest of this looks good. You have some curb rash back here. And then you have a little rash on the edge there. That headlight looks good. You do have all of these rock impacts on this carbon piece, which is not protected by PPF. The rest of this is. You're going to have a couple imperfections in the film. There's a scuff in the film there. A couple rock impacts. It's really hard to tell if any of those went through the PPF and impacted the paint. You can see the rock impacts here. Other than that, this front end looks really good. Then looking at this wheel, it looks good. Fender's nice and clean. I do see a rock impact here. Looks like it's just in the film. That door looks good. We have an impact right here, kind of snagged to the film. It's hard to tell if it did anything to the paint. That lower side skirt looks perfect. I don't see any other flaws here. That wheel looks good. Then looking at the back here, looks absolutely perfect. You can see all of the carbon. Looks amazing. There's really not much to pick apart back here. I'm looking inches away, trying to find any flaw that I can. Then looking at the interior, it is a non-smoker. All of this looks absolutely perfect. I don't see any flaws on this door panel. Carpets look amazing. All of this looks good. That bolster edge looks amazing. These seats look really, really good. Got the Alcantara steering wheel. It's nice and soft. It's not matted down anywhere. Upper side of the dash here looks good. I'm not seeing really any flaws on this side. All of this looks absolutely perfect. Then looking at this door panel, All of this looks perfect. I don't see any flaws that stand out. It looks brand new. This carpet looks good. That edge looks amazing. If I had to pick apart anything, you got a tiny dimple right there. That's probably a factory defect. Besides that, this thing looks brand new inside. There's really nothing to pick apart.